Carl, tell me about R&R Transportation and Carl Robinson.
R&R Transportation was started in 1990 as a hotshot service for air freight companies. We evolved into a trucking company about 2 years after that. We operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We run basically local. We do some long distance deliveries. Some of our customers are large companies, and we service smaller companies also. We have 13 to 14 employees at any given time, and we are regular. We're an S corporation, at this time. I've been in trucking for 25 years. I was a terminal manager at a trucking company before I started this company.
Carl, what are the pros and cons of being an entrepreneur?
I believe that being an entrepreneur is in everyone. It just depends on your individual interest. In trucking, after you're in trucking for a while, you get diesel fuel in your blood. So it's something that once you get in trucking, you can't get out of it. You may try, but you usually go back into some aspect of trucking. I don't see any pitfalls into being an entrepreneur. Yeah, you're going to worry about making payroll. You're going to worry about individuals that work for you and people that work with you, but you're going to worry about something anyway. So it's best to worry about something that means something to someone.
What about the industry you're in? Trucking is often considered a highly competitive industry, and there are a lot of giants in the industry. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, trucking, before the economic downturn, there was over 50,000 trucking companies in America. 7% of those were owner-operators. We probably lost about a half of those 7%. We probably lost about 3 to 5% of those 7% of the owner-operators, and we probably lost about 20% of the other trucking companies in America. It is competitive, but what you have to do is you have to create your own little niche market. Each area is completely different than other areas. So what you do is you create a business that is needed and wanted. The want is not as important as need. So the future holds distribution. We're going to be a distribution country. So in order to distribute it, they got to have trucks. They've tried rail, it will not work. So you got to have trucks, and you got to have a system to move it, and there's enough to go around.
Karl, you are an entrepreneur who has found a way to become extremely active in the community. How do you find time to do that, and why do you do it?
It all goes back to the beginning of your company structure. You have to structure every company. I don't care what size you really want to be. You have to structure it where it can run without you. R&R can run just like I'm not here for weeks, and hopefully months at a time. It takes time usually, unless you have a lot of money up front to get all your people in place. But it usually takes 4 to 5 years to structure your company or to get your people in place so that they know exactly what needs to be done at all times. And it's important that small businesses get out in the community, because there's a lot of things that we can do to give back to the community without having to give monies.
And what are some of the things that you do to give back?
Well, I go to the school system and talk to the kids about career paths. I try to show them that you can be successful if you have a college degree, or if you don't have a college degree. You can be you can create a viable business that can last decades, that can not only affect you and your family, but other people's families. I go and talk to my own kids' friends, because a lot of times people don't tell, well, we as grown people don't tell the kid what actually needs to happen so they can survive. Everybody's not going to go to college. Everybody's not going to get a degree. You need to have some type of skills to provide for you and your family so that everybody is productive.
So you've built this business over time, and you must have some kind of a plan for the future of your company. What's that plan?
Transition plan basically is I may have to bring in an outsider to run R&R. My own children, I have girls, and I have one that works for me, but being an entrepreneur, family is not always good to bring into a business. It's business. It's not personal. And certain aspects of the business you can bring family into, and certain aspects of the business you can't bring family into. They may not have the expertise to run it like it should be run. So I am looking for a younger individual to bring in R&R and start training to take over my position.
So if you were asked by someone who was thinking about going into business for themselves, any kind of business for themselves, what would be that piece of advice that you would share, that tidbit of wisdom that you would share with that person?
Have great credit, because you cannot survive in business without being able to secure a loan. At some time in your career, you're going to need a loan. You're going to need money, an infusion of capital. If you have good credit or great credit, that makes it a whole lot easier and a whole lot cheaper. The other thing, have a great business plan. Always update your business plan. Be a member of the local organizations such as the Chamber of Commerce. Be a member of the Better Business Bureau. Be active in your community. And by all means, have fun at it. This is something where I enjoy it every day. There's a challenge every day. So if you don't like your job, you need to quit. And if you don't like what you're doing, you need to stop it and start and find something that will make you happy.